Alright, so let's see how she goes. I kind of rigged up the throttle. Alright, let's go check it out. Definitely pulls pretty good. Feels like a little stronger than a 1600. Not by a lot. It just feels different. It's a small engine with a lot, probably a little more top end to it. It's noisy. That's about right speed. I don't know. I still gotta put some insulation back there. There's gotta be those little balls of something that go up in the corners. So I'm getting a lot of noise from the engine inside the car. Carbs and stuff. Definitely a lot more fun to drive than a 36 horse. Stop all the way to go into first on this thing. All right. So yeah, this goes out as soon as you give it a little gas. So that fixed itself. Thought that regulator would be good. All right, we're gonna do some more driving here shortly. I may wait till tomorrow. I just wanted to myself get in it. Wow, guys, let me tell you, that thing is definitely, we were talking with brothers on it, and he says, you'll get 58 horsepower out of this thing, and I don't know. I think it's a little more. It's hard to tell. I don't want to take it up to where the power's at. It seems like it's comes in about the time I'm shifting. I could probably go another 500 or so RPMs in it, but I don't, it's brand new. I don't want to burn it up right away. So I don't know. I bet it's a little over 60. That's what I'm guessing with the heads the way they are. That's what I'm thinking. We're just over 60 horsepower, but the dyno will school us. If I put it on there, the dyno will just tell us something different probably, but I don't know. It's got torque, so that's a plus. It has pretty good torque, and it also has a lot more top end than I'm giving it right now. So as soon as I feel it start to pull hard, I'm shifting, and it definitely has another 500 or so RPMs in it, or more. But again, like I said, It's a 36 horse. The case is not that strong. The oil system in there isn't the best for RPM. So I don't know how far I'm going to take it into that. But I'm shifting, I don't know, about 4,500 or so. And I think it'll go up to 5,500. But then, you know, I don't know. It's a 36 horse. It's uncharted territory for me, so I don't want to blow it up. Let me put it that way. Alright guys, this thing is cool. Definitely has some juice. It just barely touched the gas. Drives so nice. You floor it. Want to rev it too high. I notice it floats the valves about 4,500 or somewhere there. It's a pretty good sized hill right here. 45. My 36 horse, you know, my other one wouldn't climb this at all. Been down this street. I don't know where it ends at. If I want to find out, maybe I will. I stopped and did the alignment too because it was a little off. I could feel it kind of squirrely. It's towed out just a little bit. I can feel all that stuff just in seconds. I get in the car and I know it's way out. Or it wasn't even that far out. It was just towed out like a quarter. Gotta be careful. Don't want to slot. Gotta stop. Definitely a little quicker than a 1600. I mean, it's a little more fun. A little less top end. I can get a 1600 to rev a little higher with the single high rev springs in it. That'll keep me from getting in trouble though. So anyway, it's a pretty good combination with that exhaust. It does sound pretty cool. I really couldn't hear it, other than you guys could probably hear it better than me. So yeah, I got to hear it a little bit in the video. So I was just watching it. But anyway, yeah, it's a good combination because it's set up for, it doesn't like to rev very many RPMs. I noticed it kind of, I don't think I think the one time off camera, I don't know if I had it on the camera or not, I think I got up to about 4,500 and I noticed it float the valves. So right around there. And I was like, ooh, don't want to do that again. So something like that. But the bottom end is pretty strong as far as in drivability, just cruising it. It's great, so way better than a regular 36. So anyway, here's the inside. You guys haven't seen the car, that's what I'm looking at while I'm driving it. I've gotten used to that wheel, and the other thing I'm not used to is the oval window. I haven't had an oval window in, oh god, I think the last oval I had, and it was probably 88, I think, the last time I had an oval, and I forgot what it's like driving it. I think I got used to it before. I remember now. I didn't really like the oval window at first because you couldn't see out of the back, and you kind of get a big blind spot in these. So, but yeah, it's definitely a great engine combination for this. I would highly recommend this setup for your oval. It looks nice, and it's got some decent power. I mean, it gets around good. And so once I get this finished up in detail and fix the scratches, of course, this happened here. I don't know what happened there, but that stuff just kind of, I don't even sweat that. It's so hard to get that piece of tin in, the back tin in this thing. That's one thing I found out. It's really tough. I couldn't get the rubber lip to the top. I mean, that would be, just trying to get that in there was scratching it and stuff, trying to get in. I just don't worry about that. I'll just get a brush out and touch it up, and it's fine. But it's a really nice setup. I mean, definitely sounds cool inside the car. You hear the dual carbs. I do need to stuff up in here. There's a little pillow that goes in each side. There's one that goes in this side and one that goes on the other side, and what it does is it kind of knocks down some of that noise. So I need to make a couple of those on the sewing machine, and I don't know what cloth to use or whatever, so I haven't figured that out yet. I need to make those and put them in. There's just little stuff like that. I got to go around, touch up this stuff, because putting the rubber in here, that would happen. So I can just, fix all that. I got these little spray cans of epoxy primer, and I just, because I had to bend this out a lot, this was a real pain to get this one in. So I'll just mask it off and shoot my little paint on there and touch it up and blend it, make it look good. Fix this, touch it up and blend it, all that little stuff like that. That's what I always do when I'm done with the car. And then, it's, other than that, she's looking pretty good. There's not much here to see. I also had to put on my Robri style rock guards. I like those for the early cars. Anything like now, to me, early is 1961 and earlier, really, because there's, before it was always just ovals, and then now it's kind of more than that now that are old. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty cool. It definitely is a nice driver. Yeah, and you notice the RPMs you can hear. I'm not revving it out very high. It doesn't want to. I mean, yeah, it does. It wants to, but then as soon as if I get the RPMs up, it feels like the power starts to come on right when I'm shifting. Like I said, I feel like they could have a lot more top end. And if I put the single high rev springs, they don't have them for these. I don't know what I have to make, something maybe. So I'd have to make springs or put in some sort of dual spring or whatever on the heads. If you wanted to get more RPMs out of yours, I would recommend doing that when you do the rebuild. So anyway, it's fine the way it is for me, but because again, I don't want to put a lot of RPMs in a 36. It just doesn't, the oiling system. Once you rebuild one, you go through it, you'll see what I'm talking about. The oiling system is way smaller than anything else. So you don't want to, but putting that 26 in here, and in the morning, I can hear the 26 growling. So it's, you know, you make sure, you know, you warm it up because you get too much going on. You first start in the morning, it's a real cold day. You might blow the gasket out of your oil filter or pop the oil cooler. You know, you could do that with this, with that 26. I could hear it growling in the morning. And it's once you warm it up for 5 or 10 minutes. And I would definitely use multi-weight oil. I would not use single weight in this at all. No way. Because you need it to be thinner. You know, you need it to be thinner while it's warming up. There's, you know, this multi-weight thing is fine, really. A lot of guys go, oh, I want single weight. Well, you're risking a lot of things on a single relief case. You could, you know, those are the things you could do. Blow the gasket out of the filter, blow the oil cooler up, you know, when it's warm up, when it's cold. So just use multi-weight oil if you're going to do it. That's another recommendation I would do. So anyway, yeah, I'm using 2050. It probably should have 1040 in. It's not, you know, maybe on a 40-degree day, it might have difficulty, you know. I can hear the, like I said, I can hear the oil pump growling. You gotta know what those sounds are. You can, you know, but I can hear it. It's just like it's like, kind of like when you hear the oil pump, you fire it up in the morning, you'll kind of hear it sound a little bit like a straight cut gears, a little bit. You can hear that noise. That's the oil pump yelling at you. Don't rev me up. So anyway, my other bus does it too. I just warm it up on a cold day. I just warm it up, let it warm up a little bit. Don't give it any RPMs, you know, let it warm up. This thing starts up cold pretty easily. I noticed it's a little bit rich, and that's why I got a little black smoke, or it kind of came out blue because it kind of soaked the rings. Plus, I think I pumped the gas pedal a couple times too, and it, you know, soaked the rings out, blew a little blue smoke, and it's fine. It doesn't normally smoke at all. So anyway, that's it for this, guys. I'll talk to you in the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe.